Hi, folks. Yeah, it's another day. Same sweater, different shirt underneath. Don't hold it against me. I'm not a fashion monster. I like fashion, though. But so it's Wednesday, and I want to give some updates about my music and maybe some general music talk. Um, First off, I want to thank Anthony Fantano. I know you watch me, Anthony, which is just awesome. Generally speaking, Anthony, I listen to the Needle Drop on Sundays. Every now and then I'll catch one of your video reviews. But I'm thanking you. But really, the bottom line is just it's so cool that you dig InDreama. And I'm so glad that you posted on your MP3 stream page at Needle Drop, Saw Blind Dad. It's a cool ass song, isn't it? And absolutely, yeah, this is Nick's baby. This is Nick. I'm a big part of it. But I understand that it's Nick. It's not Nick and Dereck. I mean, it is behind the scenes, but the person that's going to get the attention in the press is Nick, and I understand that, and well deserved. The kid is crazy creative, and he hasn't lost his heart and soul yet. Which the business will try to take it from you, and I just as a friend. I stand beside him and just always encourage him. Don't lose your soul, Nick. Don't try not to change too much because I see it, and he knows it. We talk about it very openly. It's the nature of the business. It eats most people alive. Okay, so thank you again. Really appreciate that. That's helpful. It is, because we don't at this poor a point we can't afford a publicist. I don't think the average person realizes that a lot of the information you see on blogs and in the news about bands and music, those bands have to pay their publicist to get it in there. I know that's not always the case because, as Nick pointed out in his tweet, he tweeted about the needle drop that we appreciate that attention to what we're doing without having to, send a paid publicist over there to get your attention. It's on the it's obviously on the merit of the music and art itself that it's being spoken about and being propagated. That's very satisfying to Nick and to me. Another thing I'll say that I keep forgetting to mention is that because Nick has been so busy, the credits aren't complete. You know, production, engineering, art and graphic, those things aren't on here. What I was hoping to do was to get one more version of this done for the last 100 or so of the album, or the last 100. We only made 250, but for the last maybe 50 or so of the records, to get a complete set of information on the insert, because Ashley Miller from Shun, Ssion, great band from Kansas, uh, he did the mixing and the engineering, the final engineering, and had a lot of input production wise. I had a fair amount of production input as well, where I'm not playing, but I was with him at the final recording and mixing sessions in Kansas City, and had quite a bit of input on the shaping of several songs on there, where it doesn't end up as a credit on here. So I don't know if that will happen, if we'll get a chance to make any for the final bunch, because they're just going like hotcakes, and I ain't kidding you folks. Just all of a sudden, man, it's like and it hasn't even hit the street date. So I'll say this out loud because, again, I don't mind being transparent. I'm already looking at discussing with Nick and Team Love the next move regarding another batch of vinyl, because this 250 is, we haven't even played the show yet, and it's just basically it's almost gone. I mean, it'll be in the stores, and so they may be around for a while. But as far as me having InDreama in the house to sell to you and other folks, it's almost gone. So Nick is back next week. for a couple days. He's out touring with Tilly and the Wall, and they'll be in this area so we can do the show, etc., etc. And we'll be talking about that next move. You know, I don't know. I'm at this point ready to look at a repress with. I won't repeat. You know, we'll repeat the outer artwork, but I already know if I repress it, it'll be in different colors. Kind of like how they have all those different versions of Misfits albums with the different colors. That's what I would do if it ends up being me that presses it again. We'll see. I don't know. I'm talking out loud. Again, I'm not a cagey Western or whatever businessman where you're always looking at your cards and holding them to your chest. Man, I hate that shit so bad. I hope I never have to do it. Probably will, but I loathe it. I hate that aspect of us, you know. So there's more in my mind, but that's the big thing. A lot of feeling a lot of thanks and gratitude and also fulfillment. You know, I knew that record was good. I knew it. I had more to share besides that. I had more. Oh, yeah. The purple vinyl is sold out. Someone just got a hold of me and let me know that it's posted on Team Love. The purple is gone. So you folks, thank you, folks that are believers or whatever, who just went ahead and bought it right away. Thank you for knowing that it was worth it, you know, and there's black left, not much. There ain't much black left. And, you know, the purple I have is not available. It'll probably be gone at the show. I'll be surprised if it isn't. I shouldn't say that, but just, you know, kind of the way things have been going. What else? What else? Entered a couple threads last night. Did I listen to much music last night? No, but I avoided the presidential debate. Let me just see what's kind of lurking nearby. Well, I'll give more input on the Flying Lotus because I'm not disappointed with the Flying Lotus. But what it sounds like to me is that Brother Man spent quite a bit of time getting high while making these tracks. There's distortion and too much information on some of the rhythm tracks, and it doesn't sound good. But I can imagine in a stoned state, not just marijuana, but a combination of drugs, where you could be fooled into thinking I'm merely making something brilliant and cutting edge, where it just really sounds kind of shitty, okay? So side 3 is when the sound really starts to come together for me. I do like this, and I'm not dissing Flying Lotus. I got lots of respect, and I'm amazed that the Coltrane legacy goes on. But I'll say this out loud, that if Flying Lotus is not more careful, he will succumb to the same shit that happens to so many artists, which is you spend too much time partying, and you get involved in the side shit, which I did in my 20s with Digital Sex, which ruined my chances of making that band go further. I take full responsibility for it. I'm talking about something I know. I went for the party and did not really take care of business. Compared to a Cosmogramma, this should be a whole lot better. And that's why I made my statement, and I'll say it again, InDreama is way better. Not the same thing, but anybody that watches my channel, I'm getting real bold now. If you bought InDreama, you won't be disappointed. Yesterday when I bought the Flying Lotus, I looked around and I found one more item that I decided I could afford. It's used. I found this 10-inch by Marillion. It's a numbered 10-inch clear vinyl maxi single. Includes live tracks recorded at the Borderline, Dry Land by Marillion. Numbered. I haven't played it yet. I've come around to Marillion. When they first came out, they sounded like such a sad fourth-rate, not even third-rate, fourth-rate Genesis ripoff. I was pissed. I've come around to them a little. They still can't touch Genesis. You know, that's just my opinion. Nothing to argue about. It's just my opinion. Very nice packaging. Very nice packaging. I'll take the record out here because it's cool. The information on the record is etched in, as you can see, like with handwritten. It's handwritten, etched in. So I'll play this today to find out what it's like. I'm imagining this is going to be pretty good. I'm thinking about you, King's Drummer. I know you love Marillion, and I listened to them with a new perspective as a result of your love for them. Again, an example of how the BC has power and power, and it's I listen to people. You guys help me. What else can I show? I've been slowly going through. Okay, the other couple nights ago, Jeff McLennan. Jeff, if you see this, which I doubt you will, you just had a baby. Jeff Going 00 Cabbage just had a boy. He and his wife just had a boy. Yeah, you may not be watching videos for a while, brother, but what we were talking, he showed the other day where he got this, Iannis Xenakis electroacoustic music. He had asked if anyone else had this. I've had this for probably 30 plus years or so. Hadn't listened to it in probably 10 or so years. So in order to talk to him about it, I put it on. Wow! Wow! If you can get to John Cage, Luciano Berio, Pierre Henry, Musique Concrète, if you can hang with that stuff, good God Almighty, this is amazing. It really is. Oh my God. Borer 2, which is 21 minutes and 56 seconds long. It was so intense, it was like it was only 5 minutes long. I kid you not. Jeff, if you happen to find this for $1, I'm blown away. These records do end up, you find these records used cheap because a lot of people don't know what it is. This is amazing. Anyone that's half interested in Musique Concrète, electronic music, music that will blow your mind, Nathan Morales, Sequoia Flame, all the way down the line. You all know who you are. Woo! Xenakis. Okay. I've been going through more of the techno and finding the good stuff. This guy is good. Christian Smith. Can't really see it. I love that color though. Not much for the house. I like the techno though. I was listening to a few more here. Let me see what I can grab and just talk about quickly. Sir, that was interested about my 25-cent records. I haven't forgotten you, but just like I was sharing with my friend Henry, I need to do things on my own time or I won't enjoy it. And I want to enjoy this, and so that's the way I go about it. And I want to reiterate that if I don't respond to your request right away, it's not an act of disrespect or an act of not liking. I'm being honest about what it is I want to do, and I get to decide what I want to do, right? Don't you? Okay, I was listening to System 7 again. I have more System 7. I've had System 7 in my collection for a long time because of knowing who Steve Hillage is. He and his wife, Mirette Garaudy, are really very masterful at this sound. The beats, their beats are just rock solid. I mean, they program the beats so well that you can find yourself just listening to the beat because it's so good. Here's one that is maybe more on the house side, but this one is really good. And this is Brown Shoes Garlic. I guess the artist is Garlic. And the label is Inevitable. And this is out of Spain, it looks like, or that's where the contacts are, out of Madrid. This is good. This is excellent. This is just what I like to find, and even more extreme than this. This is, let me turn it around so you can see the label. Looks like the artist's name is Days Maxime. It's the Tremor EP. Okay, let me get this together so I can show it to you. This I played about 3-4 times all the way through last night. The Tremor EP. Call Wild label, distributed by Compact. Compact, when it comes to electronic music, is to be trusted. This is excellent minimal techno. Extremely listenable. I mean, more to listen to than to dance to, in my opinion, which is what I'm looking for. I pulled this out. This is something I bought from Carl Nolan. Vinyl Disorder was his old screen name. I bought this from him, and I just pulled it recently. Jonathan Swift, Introvert. The main thing I like about this record is the cover. I listened all the way to side 1 a few nights ago. There must be a song to my taste on it somewhere, but side 1 fell flat, honestly. No regret in buying this record. I wanted it, at the very least, for the cover. But I can tell by the arrangements and stuff, there is a song on here that I'm going to like. I didn't hear it last night. Here's another, this is more house, but this is good. DJ All-Star presents Starlight and About You, but this one is good. Real good. I just remembered something. If I can pull it, find it real quick, I'll show it. I think I can. Okay, so yesterday I decided to pull and show my Sad Lovers and Giants records, partially trying to respond to Cosmic Rider's request to see some more 10s. The Sad Lovers and Giants are definitely a 10 as an overall band, and their full-length album, I think they have 2. Those are 10s for me. But my friend Joel and another person reminded me, Crap It Out James reminded me that they went on to start the band Snakecore. I forgot. Snakecore. Calling You. I think it's on the same label. Yeah, Midnight Music. I forgot. I really do forget half of what I have. So I have this 12-inch single, and I have Science Kills. Party's Over, Influx, Snakecore. I have to keep these out to listen to. It's been a long time. The last thing I'll say is I do have a lot of new viewers. I can tell by the comments. People ask me, well, do you know about? And 90%, seriously, 90% of all these bands and artists people are asking me about, yes, I know about them. Yes, I have them. And yes, I've already posted records of them. I've posted so many videos that I am not going to go back and try to find which video to tell you to watch. That's ridiculous to expect me to do that. No one's asked me to. I'm just saying I'm not going to. What I do want to encourage folks to do is, if you are new to my channel and you're interested in what I'm doing, which is talking about music I love, which is not the usual, not dissing the usual, but it's not the usual. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talks about Bob Dylan and the Beatles. I don't have to. You guys are doing it, okay? So if you find my channel of interest, notice that I have posted almost 1,000 videos. Take a little time and browse. I mean, if you like this video, you'll probably like some of the others. You know, there's a lot of information. I've shown a lot of records, thousands of records. And I'll repeat myself when I want to, but I'm not going to feel obligated to start showing records because someone asked about it and now I got to show it again. I'll show it again if I want to. Now, again, that's not arrogant. That's respectful, what I just said. But I don't want to make this comment. It seems like typical normal people are very, very, very thin-skinned. Take things personal and misunderstand right away and get your hackles up, you know. I'm going to try to school you people. That ain't what's up. You know what I'm saying? When a person just stands and says, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm about, it's not a threat to you. that's on you that you take it that way, all right? So if you kind of lost my message here, watch it again. What I'm saying is, I mean, no disrespect to people when I don't jump and hop when you ask me to, because that's what it feels like, you know, partially to do with my history, my experience of being a human being on this planet as a black person. And also, I keep saying I don't really think I'm fairly typical. I really might be kind of Asperger's or something, but it's like I'm just real kind of cut and dry. Like, well, this is what's really going on, so let's deal with what's really going on instead of pretending, okay? And so just setting boundaries and saying this is what I'm willing to do, this is what I'm not willing to do, is not a sign of unlovingness. The reason why this is also on my mind so much is, and I'll just, you know, again, air some of my dirty laundry. My younger brother is struggling right now. And, you know, he screams to me for help, and I offer help that I can see is real. But he's really upset with me because he doesn't like the help that I'm offering. And it's an example of where it's a person, they need something, want something, they want it this way from you, even though I clearly see that if that's what I do, I won't be helping my brother. So I refuse to do it. He's half out of his mind angry at me, but I know that what I'm doing is actual help. It's actual love, okay? And it's the same parallel when I speak here or do things here, and maybe someone will make a request and I'll forget it, or I won't do it, or just something, you know, or I'll say something that someone dislikes and they take it personal. It's not an act of unlovingness towards you. See if you can make that sense of that. 22 minutes.